Oh, that's not good. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll go to third. Bad. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. You join us once again outside the Brooks Automotive Restorations workshop today, and that is because we're embarking on a bit of a road trip. I have bought a Porsche Boxster 986S, but not any Porsche Boxster 986S, a broken Porsche Boxster 986S. It's up for £5 and I thought, oh, that's cheap. Found out the second gear doesn't work, and then I found out it comes with a spare gearbox as well. We're going to go today, pick up the car, bring it back to the workshop. Dad's going to have a look, dissect it, find out exactly what's wrong with it. Then over the next couple of episodes, we're going to fix the car, get it ready for sale, and then possibly do some head-to-heads with my Honda S2000. I think what we should do is get into the van, get on the road, and go and see this Porsche Boxster. All right, so you now join me in the Boxster. I've been on the road for about half an hour or so, and I have to say, this car is wonderful. So well put together. There's no squeaks, there's no rattles. Considering it's 20 years old, I was expecting it to be all over the place, but it's so quiet and so refined in here, especially compared to my S2000. Yeah, I'm really impressed with it. Obviously, we have no second gear, which isn't ideal, so need to get the car back to the workshop, get it up on the ramp, find out what sort of things are going on underneath the car as well as the gearbox, and then kind of make a game plan. But otherwise, yeah, really, really impressed. The car feels really nice. Everything feels tight as a drum. It feels like it came out of the factory yesterday. Anyway, see you when we get back to the workshop. Oh, that's not good. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll go to third. Bad. All right, so we managed to get the Boxster back in one piece without too many dramas, so that's great news. Now we're in the Brooks Automotive Restorations workshop, and we're ready for Big Neil's big assessment. So let's get this thing up in the air, shall we, and find out what's lurking underneath the car. So what are you looking at? Talk us through what you're doing.
Well, just looking at general wear and tear things. Brake disc, quite lit, probably getting near minimum thickness. Okay. Tyres look pretty decent.
Yeah, he said that he had new rear ones on it.
Yeah. Any budget ones.
Yeah, he said the fronts weren't anything to talk about. Calipers all looking okay? No, nothing that's obviously leaking or anything like that underneath, is there?
No, it's not soaked in oil. Well, it shouldn't be at the front. It'd be a bit of a worry if it was.
And it's not gone through the floor, so that's always a good start.
Yeah, so it was.
Cut to some footage of that Mondeo a couple of weeks ago. Didn't come up with any corrosion on the MOT.
Stevie Wonder must have been like basically, it's all the inner sill, that's all the floor. It's been patched there already. Floor's all gone here. Mandatory leak.
If you come over here, Adam, have a look at this on the back of the gearbox, isn't it?
Yeah, it's where the gearbox joins the engine. It's more than likely the rear main seal.
Yeah.
Leaking.
Well, we factored that into what we need to do, so that's okay.
Yeah, there's a few little bodges on the Jubilee clip around the heat shield.
Right.
Heat shield's missing that side.
Okay.
They all rot away.
There's no oil sort of like chucking out anywhere, is there? So that's...
No, so a few little, well, these heat shields are all, somebody's put like a CV boot tie around that. That's part of the cat, so yeah, rear discs getting down as well.
Yeah, I was thinking pads and discs all round anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, rear box getting a bit, starting to delaminate.
Right.
You got one of those with it,
So
plus the gearbox, which is useful. The exhaust has obviously been off because it's got U-clamps, they're a different style of clamp, band clamp from the factory, a lot of them. And it's supposed to have had a star skin up, shouldn't it, recently?
Allegedly so.
Yeah. The wheels are pretty corroded
pretty
in there,
don't they?
you can see. Bubbly on the outside again, could do with refurbing.
It's the first car that I've bought for a long time that's not extensively corroded.
What, like that Mondeo? Yeah.
Well, that was basically just rust.
The bumpers, that's not the usual.
Yeah.
Curb rash.
What about the actual, I suppose there's a radiator on the front, is there? I don't know how these work.
Yeah, they've got the radiator in there, then you've got two aircon rads.
Right, well one of them's shagged because it doesn't work. Everything felt fine from a driving perspective. It felt really tight on the road, which was quite a good sign. It didn't feel like it's been messed with or anything in particular.
No, paint looks pretty genuine, the paint, from what you can see.
I mean, it's got scuffs and scratches over here and, you know, all those bits and bobs. Overall, though,
it's pretty good.
If you had to give it a score out of 10, what would you give it?
What, by your purchases?
Yeah, exactly.
11.
These go to 11.
So obviously one of the big things that we need to do on this Porsche is change the gearbox because there's no second gears. Dad, obviously you know these Boxsters because you've had one before.
Yeah.
What is involved in taking this gearbox out of the car? Because from here, it doesn't look that difficult. But I'm not doing it. So.
Yeah, it never is when you're not doing it, isn't it? It's always a piece of cake when you're not doing it. You've got to take the rear bumper off, the exhaust comes off, obviously the under tray, and you just drop a few more bits and pieces off carriers and whatnot, then you've actually got access to the gearbox, and drive shafts are just bolted on, gear linkage, then plop and out it comes. So it's because the gearbox is at the back, it's a lot easier than like a 911 where you would have to take the engine out. There's no nasty noises, so we'll assess it when we get it out and see where we go from there.
Mega. All right, well, look, thank you so much for joining us on this video. Really hope that you've enjoyed the introduction to our 986 Boxster S. Join us next time when we'll be taking the gearbox out, putting a new one in. I say I will, he will. And we'll be doing a few bits to make sure that our 986 Boxster S is as good as it possibly can be. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. Take care, and we'll see you again next time.